Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to this Orioles BirdWatcher Channel special event tonight, the World Baseball Classic. We're in pool what? B? C? We're in a pool. It's the United States taking on Mexico in the World Baseball Classic. How you doing, folks? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short, and that works for me. I'm over here on the vertical side, too. Right, we've got Game 3 for Team USA. They are 2-0 so far with convincing wins over Brazil and Great Britain. Now the test. This is the game during the pool stage that we've been waiting for. The U.S. against Mexico. It should be lots of fun. This is the fourth game that I've called on the channel. I call the opening tournament game between Chinese Taipei and Australia, and those two USA games. I got a feeling this game is going to be way more exciting than those first three games were, and I'm looking forward to it. We've got lots to go over here and plenty of time to do so. Game's not going to start probably for another 20 minutes, but I wanted to go ahead and get on here early and make sure that everything is up and running smooth. Right. If you're here, say hello in the Charm City chat. Let me know that I am broadcasting. You can hear me loud and clear. I look too pink. I'm seeing my monitor right now. I'm broadcasting at an odd hour of the day. The sun is coming up. And over the course of the game, the lighting is going to change. I guess I need to keep track of it, but right now I'm looking a little pink. That's a little better. Now I look more like my natural color. We'll go with that. All right. So Game 3. I'm a little disappointed, and if you're here as an Orioles fan, you might be a little disappointed as well to find out that in tonight's lineup, no Gunnar Henderson, even though he was the star of the show against Great Britain. 4 hits. 4 hits for Gunnar. Not good enough to stay in the lineup, though, tonight. This lineup looks pretty identical to the one that faced Brazil. I think maybe the only difference, Harper and Schwarber might be flip-flopped in the lineup, but it's the same 9 players from Game 1. Let's go over the starting pitching first. On the mound for Team USA, one of the best, if not the best, young pitchers. I mean, how old is this guy still? 22 or something? Paul Skenes. Paul Skenes on the mound, Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher. He is up against Manny Barreda, a right-hander for Team Mexico. Let's go over the lineups. I'm not sure who counts as the visiting team. Let's see. Box score is there. Guess I'll know here in a little bit. But let's go over the Mexico lineup first. Leading off and playing in right field, Jaron Duran. In left field, batting second, Randy Arozarena. Jonathan Aranda is at first base, batting third. Alejandro Kirk will do the catching, and he's in the cleanup spot. Rowdy Tellez will DH and bat fifth. Nacho Alvarez Jr. at third base, hitting sixth. Nick Gonzalez will bat seventh and play second base. Alec Thomas is in center field and will bat eighth. Joey Ortiz, former Oriole, will bat ninth and play shortstop. For Team USA, again, this is the lineup I feel they had against Brazil. Very, very strong lineup. There's no escape for an opposing pitcher with a lineup like this. Leading off at shortstop is Bobby Witt Jr. Bryce Harper will bat second and play at first base. Aaron Judge in right field hitting third. Kyle Schwarber, who hit a bomb last night, 2 nights ago now. He is the DH and cleanup hitter. Alex Bregman will start at third base and bat fifth. Cal Raleigh doing the catching, hitting sixth. Roman Anthony, who started every game, is in left field batting seventh. Byron Buxton in center field batting eighth, and Bryce Terang will bat ninth and play second base. The two previous results for these teams, Mexico defeated Great Britain 8-2, and then absolutely walloped Brazil 16-0. Mercy me on that final. The U.S. beat Brazil 15-5 and then beat Great Britain 9-1. So if you look at these scores combined, Mexico has defeated the same two teams we have played by a combined score of 24-2. Our combined score 24-6. So offense looks pretty similar. And Mexico has the edge in the pitching so far. Again, we've played the same two teams, so I think it's fair to do this comparison. They're facing the same lineups and what have you. So, yeah, this is going to be, I don't know who is predicted to win, who's favored, but it should be a very competitive matchup. This game, by the way, taking place at Daikin Park in Houston, the home of the Houston Astros. Sure, it's going to be a sellout crowd and a very electric environment. I kind of wish I was there, but I'm quite far away. Coming to you live right now from Thailand, folks. The World Baseball Classic. I mean, can it get any more global? I'm calling this game from Thailand, for crying out loud. All right, so let's see here. I'm not sure what the implications are other than the winner of this game, I would assume, is going to take the number 1 seed in the pool, and the loser is going to take the number 2 seed. That's basically what's on the line here. These two teams, I have to think, are going to both advance. Italy is the 5th team in the equation. I don't think they're going to advance. So I don't think I need to look too far into this. That's what's on the line here. Getting the top seed in the pool. And then hopefully, if the Americans win, a better matchup once we get to the knockout stage. How you doing there, Charm City chat? It's just starting to trickle in here. We've got more than a dozen people. If you don't mind, maybe tap that like button while you're here and waiting for the game to start. Might as well get it out of the way, right, folks? Hint, hint. We can get it up to double digits right now. Chilo is here. How you doing? Of course, Chilo. the first to comment in the chat tonight, the Charm City chat. Chilo rooting for Team Mexico, I'm assuming. And absolutely nothing wrong with that. Go Team Mexico. RW Clippy is here. Phantom, hello. Welcome back. Since earlier today, the Orioles dropped a spring training game against the Cardinals. It was not a fun one. Phantom, Michael Mertig is here as well. How you doing, Michael? Good to have you. And we've got somebody over on the vertical side as well. Is that Kinman? Oh, it's Scott. Okay, Scott. You're going to have to give me a little more time to remember your actual name versus the handle we got here in the chat. I do miss the old days of people's screen names versus their account names, whatever YouTube is doing. I'm not sure, but good to have you here, sir. How the heck are you doing, my friend? I'm doing pretty good. I took a little bit of a nap. I actually stayed up after the Orioles game for probably about an hour and a half. I wasn't quite ready to just fall asleep again, but I got in about an hour and a half nap. Yeah, so if I add it up, about 6.5 hours sleep going into this, what is it, Tuesday morning over here? Yes, sir. Tuesday, the 10th of March, folks. One day closer to opening day. I am so excited. Colton Berge is here. Welcome in, Colton. USA. Yes, sir. Folks, I wish I had more to talk about leading into this game, but I'm an Orioles channel, and I've got so much Orioles information taking up space that I can't sit here and just make up how much I know about what's going on in the World Baseball Classic. I've watched a few games. I'm sure once we get into the knockout stage, I'll be ready to go. But Acuna went yard apparently. Okay, so Venezuela and Nicaragua are playing right now, and Ronald Acuna Jr. just hit an opposite field home run about 10 minutes ago. And it looks like Venezuela has a 2-0 lead on Nicaragua right now. Let's see if that's still the case. Yes. There's a rain delay going on between Cuba and Puerto Rico. Earlier today, Korea defeated Australia 7-2. I think that puts them into the next round. Colombia edged Panama 4-3. The Dominican Republic beat up on Israel 10-1. And Great Britain in the head-to-head between Brazil, two winless teams, Great Britain with an 8-1 win earlier today. I guess I could look at these brackets, but I'm not sure where they have them here. I don't know. You guys tell me. If you're here and you're following the World Baseball Classic, let me know if I'm wrong, but that's pretty much what's on the line with this game tonight. The winner is going to 99% chance take the number one seed in this pool, and the loser is still 99% going to advance as the second team. And, of course, pride. Pride is on the line. Nation versus nation. That's right, folks. Star Wars 9918 is reporting that Jesus Luzardo signed a 5-year contract extension with the Phillies today. If you don't mind, I'll just do a little double check of that news to confirm it. I appreciate the news. There it is. Jeff Passan breaking that news an hour ago. Luzardo 5-year contract extension. Baltimore. When are we going to do something like this? Luzardo, another arm we could have traded for about a year ago now. 5 years, $135 million. If my math is right, that's $27 million per year for Luzardo. Don't know about any opt-outs or other details with the contract, but a 5-year deal for Luzardo. Congratulations to Mr. Luzardo. All right. We've got the flags from both nations being represented right now in the Charm City chat, folks. It's war. U.S. and Mexico. All right. The game appears to be on my screen. I hope I'm not too far behind the game if you're watching along. If you are ahead of me, there's a way to still follow my call and watch the game all in sync. You just need to pause your game and let me catch up on a call to where you paused it, and then you unpause. You feel me? First, or as an example, first out of the game. If it's a strikeout or a ground out at first or a fly ball caught, as soon as the out is recorded, just pause your game. Let me then catch up, make the call of that out, and as soon as I do, you unpause, and then you're synced up for the rest of the night. You feel me? You dig? Easy enough? Okay, so there is the pool. Actually, Italy is also 2-0 in this bracket. So I guess we got to take care of business against Italy tomorrow. But I have to think that's going to be the case. Joe Davis and John Smoltz in the broadcast booth for this one. There's an echo in here. Hello, Phantom. So I guess Phantom's ahead of me by at least a few seconds. Yes, sir. Paul Skenes. I mean, folks, how do you beat a team where leading off you got Bobby Witt, followed by Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Schwarber, Bregman, 60 home run hitting Cal Raleigh, and a bottom of the order of Roman Anthony, Byron Buxton, and Bryce Terang. Good grief. Not to say that the Mexico lineup is no slouch. They've got some good players in there. But you get toward that bottom third of the order, and that's where you really see the difference, I think. You got Nick Gonzalez, Alec Thomas, and Joey Ortiz. They're all major leaguers. They all serve a role on their respective teams, but you're talking Roman Anthony, one of the best young hitters in baseball. You got Byron Buxton, who's like a 5-tool player, hitting 8th. And then Bryce Terang, who's one of the better contact hitters and base stealers going right now. It's like having a top 3 in your order hitting 7 through 9. It's quite the lineup, in case I haven't stressed that enough. All right. I'm going to step away for a minute, grab a drink, get settled in. I think this is a good time for you folks, too, if you need to go take care of business before we get started. Now's the time, all right? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, or go to the bathroom, or go to the kitchen, but come right back. All right.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when
Oh, wow. Here he comes.
Let me show you what I mean now. By the first thing you do is get right up in their face, you point the finger. Then if you can't get close enough, you turn the hand around and kick some dirt. And then if he's missed a strike, you get over here and you put dirt all over the thing. You throw the hat down, you pick it up, you throw it, and you're so bad, you throw him out of the game. You're out of here. That's the way a major league manager
I
should.
learned something, buddy
should
boy.
get.
Are there things that make you angry?
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Are there things that make you angry? Do you have ways of showing you're angry? Do you have ways of showing you're angry? Are there things that make you angry?
Yeah. I know somebody out there that has things that makes him angry. Very, very often.
Are there things that make you angry?
This is great iced tea.
This is great iced tea. I can get you 2 tickets to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Thought I'd come over and help you with your math homework. Hey, folks. How you doing? We are standing by. See, again, like another check on my monitor, and now the lighting is starting to shift again as the sun comes up over here on a Tuesday morning. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. I think I have to go extra bright. I don't know. What do I need to do? What do I need to do to look like I'm not drunk on Pepto-Bismol over here? I'm not this pink. Come on. All right, that'll do. Daikin Park in downtown Houston, Texas, folks. It's the World Baseball Classic 2026. Team USA against Team Mexico. Paul Skenes and the rest of the American players have taken the field. Skenes, 32 starts last season with the Pirates, a 10-10 record, but don't let that fool you. He didn't get any run support. A sub-2 ERA for Skenes at 1.97. He's got all the goods. He throws a four-seamer, a splitter, a sweeper, a changeup, a sinker, a slider, and an occasional curveball. But that heater comes in there at triple digits, and he can go 100 pitches throwing triple digits. It's up to him. His stuff is filthy. Cal Raleigh is battery partner tonight. Again, on defense for Team USA, left to right in the outfield, it's Anthony, Buxton, and Judge. At third base, Alex Bregman, Bobby Witt Jr. at short, Bryce Turing at second, and Bryce Harper at first. Skenes had the best ERA in baseball last season. And again, the Mexican batting order, Jaron Duran will lead off, followed by Randy Arozarena and Jonathan Aranda. Duran with Boston, Arozarena with the Mariners, and Aranda plays for the Rays. If anybody gets on, Alejandro Kirk of the Blue Jays. Rowdy Tellez, where is he at these days? I feel like Rowdy Tellez joins a different team every year. Last time I remember, he was either a Pirate or a Brewer. I don't know where he is at the moment. But we are near first pitch, folks. Jaron Duran is preparing his bat, and Skenes has the ball in his hand, ready to throw the first pitch. Duran is stepping into the box. Here we go, folks. I'm going to have to get the display fixed on the screen. Stand by for that. It looks like we're already a couple of pitches behind, and that means we're going to get spoiled a little bit. That's not good, but it's the best I can do. Want some information? It's there for you, but keep in mind it might spoil things. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game from Paul Skenes. It is outside for ball one, a splitter. And we are underway. Just doing a little housekeeping here. Getting that vertical side fixed. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. That works. Okay. It's a little bit clipped off at the top. Get that fixed just a little bit. This one is swung on and missed. It's a ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Jaron Duran. There we go. I think that's good. Skenes into his windup. The 1-2 is up and away. A fastball at 99. Team USA in the white jersey shirt and pants. Blue and red trim. Team Mexico wearing green jersey tops with gray pants. This pitch is popped up by Duran. And it's going to get into the crowd. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. I have no volume of this game. I need to work on that. I can't hear a damn thing. I want to be able to hear the crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd. I just don't want to hear the announcers. 2-2 pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again. Okay, let's see. I hope I don't have to. Oh, are you going to let me? There we go. All right, we've got volume. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Skenes strikes out Duran to begin the ball game.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That's how this one starts. A strikeout from Paul Skenes. All right. Here's Randy Arozarena. Right-handed hitter. First pitch swung on and missed. He went after a high fastball at 99. Skenes can add a couple of more miles an hour to that pitch. He's just getting loose. The 0-1 swung on, and that one is fouled away, I believe. That next pitch was from the umpire's camera point of view. Rosarena took a swing. It looked like a little foul ball right at the plate. 0-2 pitch, up and in. Here comes the 1-2. In on the hands. This one is hit to third. Bregman with a throw in time. 2 down. $11 pitches to get the first 2 batters in the ball game. Again, in the first round of this tournament, pitchers have a limit of 65 pitches. So Skenes is probably not going to go more than 4 innings. Maybe gets to the 5th at the most. Jonathan Aranda looks at strike 1. Aranda, a good left-handed bat for the Tampa Bay Rays. He's 3 for 8 with a home run so far here in this tournament. Pitch is up and away to him here. 1 ball and 1 strike. The lighting of me is just getting worse and worse. Every time I look over, I don't know how to make it look better. The 1-1 is high. Skenes shaking his head on the mound. He doesn't appear to be happy with that last pitch. It didn't look like where he wanted to put it. The 2-1 pitch. That one is a little bit high. Aranda lays off. And he's got a hitter's count here at 3-1. 2 down, nobody on, just getting started, top of the first. See what Aranda gets on 3-1. Oh, that's a nice sinker. Starting on the inner part of the plate and dropping low and away from the left-handed batter. The count goes full. This place is absolutely packed. Here comes the payoff pitch. Popped foul and out of play. Yeah, better prepare for the inevitable interruption by an ad. Looks like this inning is about to come to an end. Another 3-2 pitch to Aranda. Here it is. Popped up on the left side. Third baseman Bregman with a long run, and it's the left fielder with his back up against the screen making the catch, Roman Anthony, with a long run and a nice play to end the inning. Skenes gets Team Mexico 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first. Mexico nothing, and United States are coming up. Looks more packed than Saturday, says Phantom. Phantom was at the game on Saturday, so he knows what he's talking about, folks. He knows. He knows. Folks, the sub count, or as we like to call it here in Oriole Birdland, the odometer is currently at 3,700 and somewhere in the tens. The goal tonight is to get that odometer to roll over just once, at least once. And we need to get to 3,720. How many more till then? Not sure. The sub count doesn't tell me. It just flips every 10 new subscribers. It's a guessing game. But if you're watching along and you're not subscribed right now, please consider doing so. The button is right at the bottom of your screen. I'll be calling World Baseball Classics every game for Team USA through the tournament. And even if you're not an Orioles fan, I call a pretty good game. Perhaps the team you do like, when they play us, you can come back and check out the channel, or whenever your team isn't playing. There's a chance some more baseball might be on my channel. Come on over. Sub it up. Much obliged. And hit that like button too, please, folks. Thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. I'm just sipping on some cold coffee. Don't mind me. And again, there's not much I can do about the lighting. It is terrible looking for me at this time of day. I'm going to have to get some blackout curtains. That appears to be the only solution. And looking somewhat human. There just isn't a setting. There is no... This is as good as it gets. All right, here we go. Bobby Witt Jr., first pitch, he takes a called strike. Barreda hits the top of the zone for strike one. Next pitch, hit on the ground to third base. Nice scoop and throw off balance in time to get the fast Bobby Witt Jr. That's Nacho Alvarez Jr. at third base with that play. One down. With the night Gunner had last night, I'm kind of surprised that he's not in the lineup somewhere. Yep, Phantom, he might have been a minute or two late, but that was one of the first things I had mentioned. I'm disappointed not to see him in there. Swing and a miss by Bryce Harper. It's 0-1. Harper 2 for 9 in the tournament so far. Takes outside. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I felt like it's only fair to maybe to give Bregman this game off. That way Bobby Witt Jr. starts 2, Gunnar starts 2, and Bregman starts 2. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gunnar can handle shortstop. Well, he had an error, but otherwise, he could handle third base as well. And then that way everybody gets 2 starts. This one's grounded foul by Harper. It's still a ball and 2 strikes. The only thing I thought was, well, if Team Mexico has a left-handed starter, then maybe you just stick with Bregman. One less left-handed bat, one more right-handed bat. But no, it's a righty. I would have hoped for Gunnar to make it. Here's a ground ball to first base. Going to be taken to the bag unassisted by Aranda for out number 2. Oh, yeah, it's a good question. I mean, folks, either I'm calling games for the World Baseball Classic, or I'm calling an Oriole game, or I'm asleep. So I have not been able to watch pretty much any of this tournament other than the games I'm calling. I would love to know if Tyler O'Neill has done anything for Team Canada. Here's Aaron Judge, swing and a miss on the first pitch. Judge up here with the bases empty, 2 down in the bottom of the first. 2 for 9 with a home run so far in the tournament. That's a line drive, base hit in the left field. And Judge is on with the first hit for the United States, a 2-out single. Good news for Oriole fans regarding Dean Kramer. He had a nice outing for Team Israel. I don't have his pitching line in front of me, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's something about 4 innings, maybe 4 1/3 innings, and I think he gave up maybe 1 earned run. Good pitching line, whatever it was. Here's Kyle Schwarber. First pitch is a changeup high for ball 1. Schwarber off to a very nice start, 4 for 8 with that home run in the game against Great Britain. Launching one into the second deck here in Houston. 1-0 pitch taken away for ball 2. Schwarber, no stranger to the walk. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That is not near the zone. 3-0. Barrera has not given Schwarber anything to offer at. And it's hard to blame him. But this lineup does not quit. It's only perhaps a slightly better matchup on deck. Here's the 3-0. That is ball 4. A little bit high, a little bit outside. That pushes Judge to second base with 2 down, first and second for the United States. 4 1/3. I got that right. No earned runs. Oh, no runs on just 2 hits for Dino. All right. Very nice. Oh, speaking of, Phantom. Is this in here now?
Great success.
There you go.
Great success.
Here is Alex Bregman up here with 2 on and 2 out. And I do feel like Barrera kind of pitched around Schwarber there. That one is not close. A foot outside for ball 1 to Bregman. Just 1 for 6 for Tyler O'Neill, but he's drawn 4 walks. Thank you, Bam. I'm assuming he's hitting like 3rd in the order on that team. Maybe cleanup. We have some kind of delay here. The catcher not behind the plate right now. Not sure what it is, but it doesn't look like it'll be long before we see another pitch. It's 1-0 on Bregman right now. 2 down, first and second. And the next pitch moments away. He hit third in the last game. All right. Here comes the 1-0. That's outside. Barreda has missed the strike zone. Is that 6 in a row out of the zone? Getting himself into trouble after getting the first 2 men out. He's got a 2-0 count on Bregman. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. A slider. Bottom of the zone. Bregman gave it a big cut. That was a big pitch for Barreda to get in there for a strike. The 2-1. Catcher setting up on the outside, and he tried to frame it, but that one's a good 4 inches outside. The count is 3-1, and if Barreda loads him up, Cal Raleigh is waiting on deck. This is a big pitch coming right here. The 3-1. Low. That is ball 4. The bases are loaded for Cal Raleigh, folks. A chance for the Americans to get out to a big lead early. However, if Mexico can retire Raleigh, suddenly they're going to feel some momentum in keeping this game scoreless. But this is trouble after a 2-out single by Judge. Back-to-back walks from Barreda. Put himself in this position. First pitch is fouled away. A changeup on the outside edge. Fouled back by Raleigh for strike 1. Raleigh started the first game against Brazil, sat in favor of Will Smith. In the second game against Great Britain, he's 0 for 3. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Another changeup. Bottom of the zone this time. And now the fans of Team Mexico are getting excited, looking for that punch out to get out of this jam. The 0-2 to Raleigh. High target. Oh, Raleigh went around. He did. Strike 3 on a pitch way inside. He committed way too early. Got caught. And the United States leaves the bases loaded. Again, that is a momentum shift right there in that moment. A golden opportunity to put at least one, probably more than one. I mean, Raleigh's going to hit a ball past the infield. It's going to score a couple of runs. We go to the second inning. No score. U.S. and Mexico. Oh, man. Let me just see what it looks like turned off at this point. It's totally off. It's almost the same. Oh, that's not totally off, is it? That's off. That's virtually the same. This is going to be normal operating hours during the regular season for night games, so I need to figure out a solution. I am not a fan of this lighting. Thanks for tolerating as I experiment here. There aren't exactly a ton of options on this little cheap remote, but what options there are seem to be various levels of pink. What shade of pink do you prefer, BW? Guess we'll go with this one for now. Folks, I promise I'm not this rosy-cheeked. I haven't been drinking rum all night or anything. It's just the lighting. I have been drinking plenty of coffee, though. All right. Skenes throws his final warm-up pitch for the next inning. Seems to be an extra amount of time here between innings than normal. Hello, Edward. How you doing, buddy? And did I say hello to Ronnie? Thank you for the like, sir. Appreciate it. Hello to Hawkins over there on the vertical side. I see you. All right, we're underway. It's Alejandro Kirk at the plate, and Skenes hits the zone with a sinker for a first pitch strike. Kirk 2 for 7 through the first 2 games for Mexico. Next pitch stays outside. 1-1 the count. Looks like there's a group of U.S. Air Force. Wow, they all look very young, and they all look like clones of each other. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Everybody has got the same haircut. 1-2 the count on Kirk. Skenes kicks and delivers. 1 outside, 2-2. The human fire hydrant, Alejandro Kirk. Two-two pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again. Kirk looks like if you took Aaron Judge and a giant just kind of stepped on him and squished him down like a foot. And then you're left with Kirk. Swing and a miss. He went after a high one at 98 miles an hour. No chance. Kirk strikes out to begin the second inning. Oh, that swing did not look good. And that belly was rumbling on that swing. His bat went one way, the belly went another. Here's Rowdy Tellez, another chunk of a man. This is, if you stretched Alejandro Kirk out a little bit, you get Rowdy Tellez. Wow, was Kirk fooled on that pitch. 1-0 to Tellez is called a strike. 1-1 the count. Rowdy 1 for 6. Anybody know who Rowdy's playing for right now? What team is he with these days? 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That's a heater right down the middle. Skenes not hitting triple digits yet. And maybe he won't. Maybe he's not all the way up to that stage yet in the spring. Swing and a miss. 97 on the four-seamer. He doesn't need to hit triple digits. It's another strikeout for Skenes. That's 3 through an inning and 2/3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Tellez is a free agent. Got a feeling he's going to latch on with a team right before opening day somewhere. Here's Nacho Alvarez Jr. He's got a home run in the Classic. 2 for 6. 0-1 pitch to him. Popped up. That's hit pretty well. Well, not as well as I thought. Felt like a pop-up, but the body language from Alvarez, the batter, made it feel like it was going to travel farther. It was a routine fly ball to center field, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. How you doing? Ramon Arias managed to land a job. Yes, sir. Yeah, for any team that needs a power bat from the left side that can use a DH spot or tolerate, a below average defense at first base, Rowdy Tellez can still do that for you. But his time may be running out. I think he's into his 30s at this point. What is this Star Wars garbage I'm looking at right now? Is this the latest? I'm not impressed. This looks like a video game. Is this a show? Is this a movie? What is this? I can't even. I'm done. I'm just done. I don't care. I don't care if the dark side wins anymore or not. I don't care if they get done building the Death Star. I don't care if, I just don't care anymore. I've had enough. I remember back, what was it, 2001 or 19? It was 1999, right? 1999, Phantom Menace. I remember standing in line for opening night, sold out, of course, in a line waiting to rush the lobby to get a good seat. I get a good one in the middle, maybe 8 rows back, right where I like to be. Couldn't believe it. This franchise that I grew up on. I saw Empire in the theater when I was 3. I saw Jedi in the theater when I was 6. 2 of my earliest memories in the theater. And I had to wait all the way until I was like 20 years old, and suddenly 21 years old, 22 years old. So my entire childhood was based on, growing up with the lore of those first 3 movies. And now 22 years old, oh, it's back. I fell asleep in the theater in a sold-out opening night crowd of a movie that everybody was waiting for. That pod race, it took like an hour. I fell asleep. We're in the bottom of the second. Roman Anthony, first pitch is a strike, and the next one he takes for strike 2 on the outside edge. 0-2 the count on Roman Anthony. Tellez is 30. All right. Time's ticking for Rowdy. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The catcher set up a high target, and Beretta nowhere near the target. He pitched that one low and in for ball 1. One-two pitch. That's low. Two and two to Roman Anthony. That again is low. The count has gone full. To the leadoff man here in the bottom of the second. The bottom of the order here for USA. Buxton on deck. Terang will hit third. Payoff pitch. Low for ball 4. Beretta lost him. He was ahead of Anthony in the count, and that was 4 straight out of the zone, I believe. A leadoff walk for the Americans.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Here's Buxton. He started the first game but left early after taking a pitch, I think, on his hand, but he's okay. He's back in there. Fastball up and into Buxton for ball 1. Beretta's on 28 pitches. There's nobody out here in the second inning. 1-0. That is at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Barreda with a look back to second base. I'm not sure why. There's no runner there. This ball's hit deep to center field. Going back and making the catch. And scrambling back to first base is Roman Anthony, the center fielder. Alec Thomas with the catch for Mexico. One away in the inning for Bryce Terang, the second baseman for the Brewers. And the first pitch to Terang is fouled back. George is here. Hello, George. Terang is 3 for 6. That was all in the first game. The Americans batted around 6 times against Team Brazil. Pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Barreda keeps looking back to second base. I'm not sure why. Just a habit, I guess. Pitch is high to Terang. 2 balls and a strike. There is a runner at first base if Barreda wants to pay him some attention. He seems to prefer to do that before he steps on the rubber. He takes a sharp look at first. And now, kind of like our boy Trey Gibson, he rocks the glove behind his head before he goes into his windup. This next pitch is in there, strike 2. 2-2 the count on Bryce Terang. Bobby Witt Jr., top of the order, next. Here's the pitch, fouled off. We are in the bottom of the second inning, no score. The U.S. and Mexico. Runner at first, 1 out, and the 2-2 pitch to Terang is low, full count. Might they send the runner here on 3-2? I think they will. Barreda deals. Fouled away. That would have been ball 4. Terang trying to protect, and the runner was off on the pitch. Roman Anthony will return to first base. Barreda closing in on 40 pitches with just 1 out in the second inning. Doesn't look like he's going to make it through 4 innings at this pace. That ball's crushed to right. If it's fair, it's trouble. That is a foul ball. And a nice catch down the right field line. That first row along the railing as it works its way upward. That ball was hit hard. I'm sure that was not an easy catch. Nice play out there. Give that fan a contract. Barreda is laboring out there. You can see the sweat on him. Here comes another 3-2. Hit on the ground. Through to right field. A base hit. That's going to roll all the way to the track. And Terang can run for days. Anthony's going to try to score. And he's thrown out at the plate. Oh, my. What a relay from right field. Jarren Duran had to go a long way to retrieve this ball. How is Bryce Terang still only on second base with that throw all the way in? He should have gotten a third. Oh, it's a calamity for the U.S. What a play by Mexico. Past the diving glove of Aranda at first base. That ball, Duran picked it up, spun, and threw blindly. Hit the cutoff man. A strike to the catcher, and Anthony nailed at the plate by Alejandro Kirk. What a play. No score, 2 down with Terang at second base, and the batter Bobby Witt Jr. Terang should have gotten a third at least. And not a great slide by Anthony either, if I have to say so. He pointed his foot toward the pitching mound side of the plate. Should have gone a little farther outward to give himself maybe that extra split second and inch of space to get around that tag. Phantom says he's slowed down. It didn't look like he was running full speed all the way. There was a moment where, yeah, it wasn't full speed. Tough stuff. 2 balls and a strike on Bobby Witt Jr. And the pitch is fouled back. 2-2. Mexico 1 strike away from getting out of this somehow. But the game's still 0-0. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. A look at the runner at second. The pitch. Hit in the air. Left center field. Going back. Onto the track. And now under it. The catch is made out there by Thomas to end the inning. Jarren Duran with a hell of a throw out of the corner in right field on a double by Bryce Terang. Norman Anthony coming around from first base, unable to get home. He is nailed at the plate. The U.S. do not score. They leave 1. We go to the 3rd inning, no score. My goodness. Yeah. I don't know why Anthony wouldn't assume a throw wasn't coming. But something made him say, I don't need to go 100%. Half a stride is all it took right there. Difference between getting nailed at the plate and probably being safe. My goodness. I wonder, will we see Roman Anthony in tomorrow's lineup? He's started the first 3 games. He's the youngest, least established star in this USA lineup. Maybe give somebody else a chance. Why don't you give someone else a chance? I'm just hating on Boston players. Yeah, you need to sit Judge. You need to sit Anthony. And, yeah, anybody from Toronto, Boston, Yankees. The Law Tigers, motorcycle lawyers. Okay. Wow. If only McDonald's food actually looked like that. Top of the 3rd we go. Ken Rosenthal standing on an apple cart to be able to look like he's the same height as the man he's currently interviewing. It's so embarrassing, just knowing that he's standing on a little box right now. They've actually got him like an inch taller than the dude he's talking to. I mean, come on. This pitch is popped up by Nick Gonzalez in the foul ground, third base side. Bobby Witt Jr. goes into the netting to try to get this ball, but he cannot. It's strike two on Nick Gonzalez. Well, at least I can just stare at the back of Ken Rosenthal. That's nice. Oh, 2 to Gonzalez is low. You get to see the back angle of his bow tie, which is a rare sight. You can tell it's not a clip-on. Here's a foul ball off the leg of Gonzalez, and he'll probably take a minute to shake that one off. Who's taller, Rosenthal or Costas? Well, Costas is getting up there in age now, you know, so your shoulders start to slump a little. You lose an inch. It might be a close call right now, George. Costas might still just have the edge, but it might not be for long. 1-2. Fouled off to the left. The ball rolls right to the third base ump, who puts it out of play. 35 pitches for Skenes as he faces the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third. 1-2, catcher setting up outside, and that pitch way outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was a wasted pitch. Even I could lay off of that one. Two and two the count on Nick Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. That is off the plate. That was outside all the way in. Full count. Payoff. Swing and a miss. A sinker. And it really sunk. That is the 4th strikeout for Skenes.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Gonzalez strikes out. That'll bring up Alec Thomas. Thomas is with the Diamondbacks, at least last I remember. I might be wrong. First pitch is a strike. I think he swung and missed. Sorry, my eyes weren't focused on that last pitch. The 0-1 to Thomas. That one's low. 1-1 the count. Thomas 4 for 7 with a home run in the first 2 games of this tournament. One pitch from Skenes. That one is swung on and missed. One out, nobody on. In the top of the third, the 1-2. That one is swing and a miss. A changeup. Strikeout number 5 for Skenes.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So Skenes has struck out 5 of the first 8 batters of the game. 7 outs, 5 via the punch out. Sorry, 8 outs. Here's a pitch back over the mound, handled at second base by Terang. It's a low throw, not handled by Harper, and a play at the first base bag. Joey Ortiz, the batter, beats out an infield hit. A 2-out single. This is a hit, correct? Oh, no, it's not a hit because the throw initially should have been on target. So that is an error. What am I saying? That's going to be an E4 on Bryce Terang. And the catcher backing up Cal Raleigh went to go see if perhaps the base runner Ortiz had left the path and made a turn for second. If he had, then he could have tried to tag him out, but Ortiz got back to first safely either way. So a single with 2 down, and a 1-0 count right now on Jarren Duran. Skenes' pitch is slapped into right field. That's a base hit. Judge picks it up, fires to third, and nails him. Oh, my. Ortiz with 2 down. Not sure why. He tested the arm of Aaron Judge, trying to go first to third on a base hit to right field. Judge came up and fired a bullet to third base. Nails Ortiz to end the inning. Just a simple tag by Bregman to finish the play, and the inning is over. We're seeing some fun baseball in what is right now a scoreless ball game. On to the bottom of the third, still no score. Wow. Very nice throw. Just not the right situation to try to go to third there for Joey Ortiz. Is Charm City chat ready for the upcoming season? Let me hear you. I'm ready. Folks, are you ready? Something magic happens. Folks, thanks for joining me for this BirdWatcher Channel special covering the World Baseball Classic. Team USA against Team Mexico, no score. We're heading to the bottom of the third. It's going to be the 2, 3, 4 batters due up for US. Harper, Judge, and Schwarber. Ouch. Beretta, looks like his day is over after just 2 innings of work. He went 44 pitches, gave up 3 walks and 2 hits, but somehow did not give up a run. Struck out 1. The new pitcher coming on is Cruz, and he's a right-hander. I don't have more information on him yet. Stand by. Cruz is getting warmed up on the mound, and my goodness, buddy, you want to maybe button up one more button on that jersey? This guy's got half his jersey unbuttoned. And, buddy, I don't know how to break this to you, but you don't exactly have the physique to be doing this. Folks, Ron Jeremy is on the mound right now. with his shirt half unbuttoned. Here we go. Bryce Harper, first pitch is fouled back. Did Cruz... But it looks like he buttoned his shirt back up. Okay. I guess it came undone during his warm-up pitches. All right. Just a wardrobe malfunction, folks. Nothing to worry about here. Harper takes a pitch inside. The count is a ball and a strike. Harper, Judge, and Schwarber coming up. That's a lot of power. 1-1 pitch. That's high. 2-1 the count. Cruz had 7 games back in 2022 with the Atlanta Braves. So there you go. Swing and a miss. 94 on the fastball. An inch or two above the zone. Harper went for it. Came up empty. The count is 2-2. Here's the next offering. A comebacker off a Cruz, and it's going to die on the infield. Speaking of die, how's Cruz doing? He's hunched over. And they're going to go check on him. Trainer's coming out with the manager. Cruz is walking farther and farther away from the mound after taking a line drive off of what part of the body? Hard to tell. He sort of curled his body up to take the impact of this. Did it get off his foot? Probably. Yeah, it looks like he's favoring one of his feet. His right foot took this pitch, or took this ball. Yeah. Oh, right on the ankle. Oh, no. Oh, right on the ankle. No protection right there. No protection there at all. Oof. So unlucky. So unlucky. 1 inch lower, 1 inch higher. You got some meat or you got some padding. Took it right on the ankle. He's going to throw a warm-up pitch to see if he can continue. I don't know. I mean, that's a big body to support. You need that ankle to be in good shape. He throws a 91-mile-an-hour warm-up pitch. He's going to throw another. That one was 92. Someone, Gastelum, a right-hander, is up in the Mexico bullpen. He's not actively throwing, but he's waiting to see what the situation is with Cruz. Cruz getting the chance to throw several pitches here. And he just gave the okay to everybody that he's good to go. Wow. How about a round of applause for Cruz? Again, folks, right on the ankle, right on that bone. You know that hurts. And now he's got to face Aaron Judge with a bum ankle. Good luck. Runner at first with nobody out. Judge with a single his first time up. First pitch is low, maybe a bit outside for ball 1. Imagine being this pitcher, taking that liner and now having to face Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss on a slider. The count is 1-1. This is where legends are born, folks. Cruz from the belt, and the 1-1 is outside. A slider trying to get a chase. Judge is not going to reach for it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Harper at first with nobody out. Two 2-1 offering. That's hit toward the opposite field and deep. going back, looking up. That ball's going to go. Aaron Judge, opposite field. He does it again. He salutes the crowd. A 2-run homer to get the United States on the board first. Oh, poor Cruz. Oh, what can you do? You could almost feel that one coming. It's 2-0 United States, folks. Aaron Judge getting high fives going down the dugout. Opposite field, line drive, smoked out of here. Nobody out here in the third. It's just too easy. The opposite field power is just too easy. Schwarber at the plate. Here's a ground ball, base hit in the right center field. That ball was probably 100+ off the bat. Nobody out. 3 straight batters have reached now. 2 have scored. Schwarber's on. And Cruz might need to get relieved here. He might still be able to get the velocity and pitch with what's probably a swelling as we speak ankle right now. Here's Alex Bregman, and I can tell you right now he should not be pitching anymore. I could see on that pitch he's not going into his full delivery. He's just sort of flicking it up there. That got up there at 92. The count is 1-1 on Bregman. Bregman walked his first time up. Hey, Pigtown Sports is here. How you doing, Pigtown? How you doing? 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. If you're Cruz, I guess you got to say screw it, right? This is probably the biggest moment of his life. If I'm him, I probably don't want to come out of the game, but this ball's lifted to left by Bregman. It's going to go foul. Problem is now he has to wait till someone gets warm. If he had to come out initially, the new pitcher would have had all the warm-up. I mean, it's, it's a situation where whether he was good to go or not, you still warm a guy up in case he's ineffective. So they should have a guy ready to come in my humble view. That pitch is off the plate to Bregman. The count is 2-2. It's not the worst thing in the world to get a guy up and then sit him back down. The count runs full as that pitch is high to Bregman. Nobody out, runner at first, 2 runs in for the United States here in the bottom of the third. This will be the 18th pitch of the inning from Cruz. He has yet to get an out. And he gets one here, a strikeout on a slider, perfectly spotted. That was hero stuff right there. He had a guy get up, but he wasn't throwing. Yeah, I made note of it. I don't think he was. I think he was just up, and they said, because, obviously if he had to come out of the game, he would have been given all the time he needs to get loose. So it was a matter of just standing there wondering whether or not that was going to be the case. And if Cruz was going to stay in the game, they just sat him back down. I'm saying they shouldn't. They should have warmed him up regardless of Cruz's situation for this very reason, as Cal Raleigh gets plunked by the first pitch on the belt. And that's going to put runners at first and second with 1 out. Roman Anthony coming up. Raleigh gets hit by a pitch. Well, if nobody's getting loose before, they should certainly have somebody up now. Here's a slider that hits the outside for a called strike to Roman Anthony. He walked his first time up. Next pitch. That one's hit in the air to right field. Very high in the air. How far will it go? That ball's off the facade of the second deck. It's a Earl Weaver special. A 3-run bomb by Roman Anthony. And the United States have taken a commanding lead here in the third. It's 5-0. Folks, the power of this U.S. lineup on full display here in the third. Off a pitcher that I say should have been taken out after that line drive. I mean, it's okay, first batter, to see if he still got it, but I could tell he didn't have it. I mean, who's to say he would have been effective if nothing hit him on the ankle? But this is a big game. You've got a lot of pitchers. 16 pitchers on your staff in this tournament? Go get another guy. You know? Cruz is coming out of the game now, but for Mexico, it might be too late. They need to come back from a 5-run deficit. Long way to go in the ball game. I'm certainly not saying it's over, but the biggest decision of this game might have already happened. Anthony makes up for his poor running. I don't have to run full speed now. Yeah. Charm City chat being hard on Roman. I said hard on. Folks, there is a pitching change happening. How are we looking with the info on the scoreboard here? Everything up to date? Are we good here? I think we're good. Hey, folks, do hit that like button if you haven't already. And if you're new to the channel, I think you should subscribe. I think you should really consider it. It's free. What do you say there, Charm City chat? How about we let some folks that might be here who are brand new to the channel, let's give them a reason to consider subscribing for free and helping this channel grow. Again, I have come to realize my third season into doing this that me attempting to convince new people to subscribe isn't nearly as effective as when you guys do it. You know? Because I look like I'm trying to sell some snake oil over here. And, you know, I haven't earned these people's trust. But if they see you in the chat going, hey, this is a good channel, we have fun over here, you'll like it, then maybe, just maybe, it might have a positive effect. Or say nothing and prove to the people that nothing's going on here. Gastelum is the new pitcher. He was the guy that was up and ready to come in if Cruz was taken out of the game after that line drive. But he's up there now, and he's quickly ahead of Byron Buxton. No balls and 2 strikes. The bases are empty after that 3-run homer by Roman Anthony. 1 out in the inning. The 0-2 pitch is low and away to Buxton. Gastelum's got that Tim Lincecum haircut thing going on. One-two pitch is a changeup that dips below the zone for ball 2. Next pitch is high. Buxton lays off. Full count. Buxton is the 7th batter of the inning. This pitch is fouled straight back. Buxton reached for one above the zone. The full count. That's right, folks. Sub it up. We've got 37-10 on the odometer, the sub count. Got to move it to 37-20. Buxton is going to foul this one back into the crowd. And another 3-2 pitch we're going to wait for here. Oof. Here comes the 3-2, swing and a miss. Gastelum gets Buxton to chase a slider that broke low and out of the zone. Low and away. Second out of the inning. Oh, those low and away sliders. Gastelum's got a bit of his front jersey untucked. Here's Bryce Terang. He looks at a pitch low and away for ball one. Terang. He had a double his first time up. He takes the 1-0 letter high for ball two. (2-0) popped up left field. Backing up onto the warning track, this short left field here in Houston, Arozarena makes the catch and tosses the ball into the Crawford seats for a souvenir. The inning is over, but the damage is done. The United States with a pair of home runs, a 2-run bomb by Judge, and then a 3-run homer from Roman Anthony. And at the end of 3 innings, the U.S. have taken a 5-0 lead. My, oh my. That's 1/3 of the ball game, folks. 2/3 to go. I need a lucky. I need a lucky.
I mean, you know, I'm a Lucky Strike man from way back, so.
I'm out of coffee now. That's no good.
I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky.
Let's see. How's the sun doing with the lighting here? Make another trip through the options here. I guess that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, I don't know. Did I already make an event for it? I don't know. Tomorrow night is to be determined for the BirdWatcher Channel when it comes to the USA playing Team Italy. I'm going to have to play that one by ear, but we will have Oriole baseball tomorrow afternoon for sure. Baltimore taking on the Astros. 1 o'clock game. Stream will start at 12:50 p.m. And again, I need to make a thumbnail. I need to make that event. I am unsure about U.S. versus Italy. If we're going to have our spot clinched for the knockout stage, and we don't really have much to play for, then I might say it would just be better to take a little breather, because there's a lot of 2 games per day days still to come, and I don't want to get worn out. Here's Randy Arozarena. Paul Skenes out for his 4th inning of work. Takes up and in, does Arozarena for ball 1. Oh, Edward, go ahead. Folks, if you want to send me some coffee, do it now. It'll get here eventually. I'll just start stockpiling it. You can never have too much coffee. 2-0 the count on Arozarena. That's a called strike at the very top of the zone. I'm not sure which day the knockout stage starts. Tomorrow they play Italy, then it's 2 days off, and then I think the day after that. So what day is that? I think Friday? Yeah, and you're asking Friday? I think it is Friday, but don't hold me to that. I think it's Friday. It might depend on what side of the bracket you're on. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's way outside, full count. Yeah, make it an iced coffee. Make sure that those cubes don't melt on the 36-hour plane trip. Payoff pitch. On the outside edge, called strike 3, and that pitch looked maybe an inch or two outside. Nothing Arozarena can do about it. Another strikeout for Skenes.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Yep. Poor Randy. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that pitch? And then you get rung up with it, too. Arozarena calls for the bees.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Come on, Blue. Don't do Randy like... Oh, now Blue is getting barked at by the Mexican dugout after that call. Top step manager is still barking. Oh, you gotta love it. Arozarena was screwed. 1-0 pitch to Aranda. Tomato is upstairs. 2-0 on Jonathan Aranda. Next pitch. That's high. 3-0. Might we have an oh, wow. It's Mexican manager so upset he needs Visine. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That is on the corner, but not called a strike. Instead, it's ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
So a makeup call, kind of. Arozarena took what was a ball and got rung up. Next batter, Aranda, took a strike and was awarded first base. This umpire got it all wrong. 1 out, runner at first for Alejandro Kirk. And that's a line drive. Oh, a diving stop at short by Witt. A bouncing throw to first in time to get Kirk. Oh, my. How did Bobby Witt Jr. reach this baseball? It was behind him. An absolute robbery. And, of course, the perfect guy to be able to make this play, the slow-footed Kirk. Witt threw from his knees. A one-hopper to Harper. And Skenes with a big old smile on his face. Yeah.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
That was spectacular. Aranda at second base, 2 down for Rowdy Tellez. Skenes on 56 pitches. This is probably his, well, it's definitely his last inning, but he's nearing the 65 pitch limit. This could be his final batter either way. Oh, 0-1 on Tellez. Skenes with a look at Aranda at second. Here's the pitch. That's in there. 0-2. So Skenes has 7 more pitches to play with. I'm assuming 65, but, you know, if you start an at-bat with a guy with 63 pitches, you just get to finish the at-bat. I'm assuming. This pitch fouled away. It's 0-2 on Tellez still. What a play by Bobby Witt Jr. Another 0-2 coming from Paul Skenes. His 60th pitch of the night. Swung on and missed. And his final pitch is a heater upstairs. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Man, I tell you what, there is not a whole lot of... There's not too many flaws in this USA team when you got Skenes on the mound in this lineup. Good grief. It doesn't seem fair. I'm not saying the U.S. is going to cakewalk their way to a title here in this tournament, but I'm going to be very surprised if they don't make the final. Good grief. Get Skenes ready to pitch, I don't know, at least the semifinal, if not the final. He did his job, 5 shutout innings. Folks, we've gotten to 20 likes on the horizontal side. Let's keep her going. Trying to get that sub count to roll over one time tonight. They can throw more pitches in order to finish a batter. Yeah, I figured, yeah. That only makes sense. You do think you'll cakewalk the way to the title? I don't know. I mean, you know how it is, folks. On a given matchup, your opposing team, whether it be Japan or Dominican Republic, if their pitcher is on, good pitching always has the advantage over good hitting every time. You can shut a team down, scratch a couple of runs, and find a way to win. It's just you need to have that guy on the mound ready to face this team. Because, again, there's just no breaks in this lineup. No breaks at all. It's just power and more power, and the only difference is whether or not there's speed to go with it. Basically, your 3, 4, 5 spots in the actually 3 through 6. You got what, Judge and Schwarber, Bregman and Raleigh. Those guys are your sluggers. But everybody like batting first and second, and then bottom part of the order. They got speed to go along with some pop. Top of the order here in the bottom of the 4th, Carrillo, a right-hander on in relief now for Mexico, facing Bobby Witt Jr. Witt making that fantastic defensive play in the last half inning. Is 0 for 2 so far tonight at the plate. First pitch is a strike, and the next offering is lined into the gap. That ball's going to get over the head of the center fielder, bounce over the wall, and over his head a second time. The fleet-footed Witt puts on the brakes at second base, a stand-up leadoff double here in the bottom of the 4th. And the U.S. are making a statement here. New pitcher into the ball game, but this offense is picking up where they left off in the previous inning, where they put up 5 runs. Here comes Bryce Harper. Thank you, Phantom. Yes, next round, it'll be 80 pitch limit and 95 for the championship. Bryce Harper with Judge on deck and a runner at second, nobody out. 99 on a fastball from Carrillo, but it's outside for ball one. Carrillo with a long look at Witt. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on Harper. Next offering is in the dirt, inside. 2 balls and a strike. What do we know about this pitcher? Anybody know? Carrillo? I can't say I know. Witt Jr. dancing off the second base bag. The 2-1 pitch is foul back. It's 2-2 on Harper. Carrillo gets the sign. A look at Witt. Here comes the 2-2, low and in, full count. Nobody out. And if you put Harper on, you got 2 men on for Judge, waiting on deck. Ideally, for Mexico, you get Harper out and maybe put Judge on, and then try to look for a double play ball. Swing and a miss. Harper strikes out. Well, there's the first part of the recipe for Mexico. I don't pitch to Judge here. Give me Schwarber, as crazy as that sounds. But you really can't, can you? You have to pitch. I mean, that's why. That's why this is impossible. If there's one occasion where you can't pitch around Judge, it's to get to a guy like Schwarber. It's just impossible. I mean, pitching around Schwarber to get to Bregman, I think that makes sense. So, yeah, try to get Judge out, then maybe put Schwarber on. But it's so tough. All right, that pitch is foot off the plate. Ball 1 to Judge. He's 2 for 2 with a home run his last time up. Next pitch, low. Catcher tried to frame it. Umpire's not buying it. 2-0. Man, they are sitting in the seats that look about 6 stories tall in this giant venue. Swing and a miss. A well-placed slider there by Carrillo. The count is a 2-ball, 1-strike count. The 2-1 pitch. Low, ball 3. Judge, you could see, he could tell that ball was low all the way in. Did not start a swing. 3-1. Carrillo is in the Mets organization. Made a debut last year. 28 years old. Thank you. Judge, line drive foul. Third base side. Right near where the ball boy is. Full count, 1 away. Five runs in the third inning for Team USA. They lead 5-0. Payoff pitch in on the hands of Judge. He fouls it off. Long AB here. Oof. That foul apparently off the umpire's mask. But he's doing all right. Look at that gear he's got to wear in his head. That can't be comfortable. We got another payoff pitch waiting for Judge. Here it comes. He checks his swing. They appeal. He does not go. And it's a walk after all that. It's a walk to Judge. First and second for Schwarber. Judge gave a side eye on that appeal. Here comes Schwarber looking for a Schwarbomb. He's got one in this tournament already. Fouls the first pitch back. He got a heater at 99 and wasn't quite ready for it. A little bit late. Count is 0-1 on Schwarber. Witt at second, Judge at first. Who is that in the audience there? I recognize that face. Is that Kevin Durant? That's an interesting choice of hat. Here's the 0-1 pitch, fouled back. 0-2 on Schwarber. So Carrillo gets ahead of Schwarber here. A couple of chances to get him to chase something out of the zone. Mexico cannot afford the U.S. to put up another crooked number on the board here. They need a way to get out of this situation. 0-2 check swing. Schwarber is able to hold up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yep, Joey Ortiz, formerly of the Orioles, is in the Mexican lineup, playing shortstop. Here's the 1-2 to Schwarber. So he went around that time. He tried to hold up. Home plate ump points at him. No need to appeal it. Schwarber strikes out. 2 down in the inning. And Carrillo with a chance to get out of this jam after that leadoff double by Bobby Witt Jr. It's first and second with 2 down for Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss. Good slider from Carrillo. Can feel his confidence starting to grow. Oh, 1 pitch. That's way outside. Kirk just trying to keep it from going to the backstop. 1-1 on Bregman. A look back at Witt, and the pitch pops straight up and out of play, foul.
Schrags and Orlovsky.
What is this? We have Ghost in the Machine. It's 2 strikes on Bregman, 2 out in the inning. Carrillo on 22 pitches. This one is popped up. This one will be on the infield. The shortstop Ortiz waving off everyone, including Judge, who's standing right next to him. That's got to be intimidating. Ortiz makes the catch and the inning is over. Mexico did well to work around a leadoff double by Bobby Witt Jr. A walk to Judge, and they got out of it. So the U.S. is still in command here with a 5-run lead, but there's a long way to go. A long way to go. So we head to the top of the 5th. All right. Garrett Clevenger is going to be the new pitcher for the United States, a left-hander reliever. Is he still with the Rays, Clevenger? Pretty sure. A lefty specialist from the bullpen. Hey, by the way, it's a final. Colombia beat Panama 4-3. And after a rain delay, Puerto Rico has a 3-0 lead over Cuba. That's in the top of the 4th. Venezuela shut out Nicaragua 4-0. Great Britain beat Brazil 8-1. Dominican Republic all over Israel 10-1. But just 2 games going on right now. The U.S. up 5-0 and Puerto Rico up 3-0 on Cuba. Just 1 hit for Team Mexico so far as we go to the 5th inning. The U.S. has 7. The U.S. has twice as many home runs as Mexico has hits. It's not a good recipe to win if you're Mexico. But Paul Skenes is out of the game. Garrett Clevenger is in. Let's see what Mexico can do. Nacho Alvarez Jr., Nick Gonzalez, and Alec Thomas is due up for Team Mexico. There's no way Italy could win this pool, right? Because we're going to beat them. But if Italy were to beat us tomorrow, would they win the pool? I think they would. That would be insane. I refuse to let Italy win this pool. Clevenger, first pitch to Nacho Alvarez is in there for a strike. Clevenger's got a really good slider. And the angle that it comes from with his delivery, especially against lefties, is really tough. This slider is fouled away by Alvarez. The count is 0-2. Couple of all-star starters hanging out shoulder to shoulder on the dugout railing. That's Logan Webb and Tarek Skubal having a chit-chat. 0-2 pitch. That ball is going to get caught. A leaping grab by Bryce Terang at second base. That ball looked ticketed for right center field. Terang timed his jump perfectly. It wasn't a rocket off the bat, but the timing had to be just right. Terang makes a nice play for the first out here in the top of the 5th. Here's Nick Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Third base side. Now, why isn't Ramon Arias on the Team Mexico? You mean to tell me Ramon Arias isn't good enough to make this infield? No, here's a ground ball. Diving stop by Witt. Can he do it again? He throws to first. He got him! Oh, doctor! Harper somehow was able to stretch and keep his foot on the bag. And Bobby Witt Jr. makes another ridiculous play in the hole, a diving stop. He pops up like a flea on a hot brick. And look at Harper. I don't know if he kept his foot on the bag. I don't know. I don't want this play to get overturned, but I think they need to look at that. Harper's foot looks off the bag to me. They need to make sure. I'm challenging this if I'm Mexico. Are they not challenging this? Are they not going to even give it a closer look? I mean, his foot clearly off the bag a split second after receiving the ball. I can't believe they're not going to look at this. Alec Thomas already with a count of 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Another ridiculous defensive play. Thomas gets into one, but he's out in front of it. And he hooks it foul down the right field corner. Folks, maybe I'm the only one that is going to linger on this, but I don't think Harper was on the base. I'm pretty certain. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Clevenger strikes out Thomas, and the inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Bobby Witt Jr. Even if that was not called correctly, still with another ridiculous play. This game is halfway over. Bottom of the fifth. United States over Mexico, 5-0. Canada's got them there nailer boys. Got them there nailer boys. Oh, hey, look, there's that guy in a commercial. Good to see him still finding work. Ah, look at that. The water is spraying the couple, and now they're all wet. That's funny. Are you rushing or are you dragging? I forget that actor's name. One of those names with an initial in it. What the hell's his name? I want to say M. Emmett Walsh, but it's not. The hell's that dude's name? I don't know. How are we doing, folks? How the heck are you? Let me take a look at some numbers here. A lot of competition out there. My goodness. Yes, sir. That's my baby. No, sir. I don't mean maybe. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way. I guess I do have to call the game against Italy because, I mean, they're undefeated in the pool, right? And they beat us. What the hell? I mean, it's not going to happen, right? Right? Ken Rosenthal's back on his apple cart. Talking to Paul Skenes. 60 pitches tonight from Skenes. 4 shutout innings. Or is it, yeah. 7 strikeouts. 1 walk, 1 hit. J. Jonah Jameson. All right, it's Natera Jr., a lefty on the pitch for Mexico, and he's facing Cal Raleigh, who turns around to bat right-handed for the first time today. Swing and a miss by Raleigh on a pitch in the dirt. Next offering is low, had the plate, but 3 or 4 inches below the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. This pitch is in there on the inside edge. Strike 2. Raleigh will be followed by Anthony and Buxton. Anthony with a 3-run homer in this game. Waiting on deck. Natera Jr.'s pitch is fouled back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, yeah, J.K. Simmons. Thank you. Close enough. It's either 1 M or 2 M's. We know. Close enough either way. But thank you for getting that question out of my head. That's a called strike 3. That pitch was below the zone. Cal Raleigh is wondering what the hell's that about. Bad call by the ump here. That pitch missed by a couple of inches.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Hit the bees, folks.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Out of my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
There's a called strike by Natera on Roman Anthony. Natera Jr. spent 49 games pitching for the Angels in their minor league system last season. Swing and a miss. Big heater there at 95 above the zone. Strike 2. Bantam says he took a look at the replay and Harper was definitely off the base. Missed opportunity for Mexico for not challenging. How about missed opportunity for the broadcast team on Fox for not even addressing it at all? It's almost as if they didn't want to clue anybody in because they want that amazing play to stand because it's better for business, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, the fact that they didn't even talk about it, I mean, it was pretty clear to me. This pitch is hitting the left field. Arozarena's waiting on it. He's got it. Anthony retired. 2 down in the 5th. I mean, broadcast team they said should challenge, but was surprised they weren't. Well, they didn't show any they showed like 2 angles, but no close-up angles, no super slow-mo or anything like that. I would have assumed they would have given the audience watching the proof that he was definitely off the bag. Buxton is behind 0-1 after a swing and a miss. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And that pitch is very high. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one, I can't tell. We had the umpire's angle on this pitch, and I'm waiting for the 1-1 count to change on the scoreboard. Apparently that's ball 2. 2-1 on Buxton. He lays off 1 low. 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. The U.S. up 5-0. All 5 runs coming back in the 3rd inning on a pair of home runs. A 2-run shot by Judge. A 3-run homer by Anthony. Swing and a miss. Runs the count full on Buxton. Here comes the payoff pitch. That's low and in for ball 4. Buxton takes off his protective gear. He's got a lot of it. And makes his way to first base with 2 down. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Bryce Terang. 1 for 2 with a double back in the 2nd inning. Check on Buxton. He's back standing. Mexico's using their 5th pitcher of the night with Natera on the mound right now. The U.S. only has used 2 pitchers, with Clevenger coming on 1 inning of work so far to relieve Paul Skenes. Here's Terang at the plate. First pitch outside, right on the black for strike 1. Oh, yeah, especially that elbow guard for Barry Bonds. That elbow guard was as thick as like a motorcycle helmet. It was ridiculous. It's 0-2 on Terang. 2 down, runner at first for Team USA. Pitch. That's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They're doing the wave here at Daikin Park. Although half the people, okay, some people are standing. I just saw a guy, here's a ground ball to second base, gobbled up there by Gonzalez over to first in time, and the inning is over. The U.S. has calmed down after that 5-run explosion in the third. They've been held in check the next 2 innings here. We move on to the 6th. Still 5-0 U.S. Yeah, I saw a guy. They're doing the wave around the stadium, and you see one guy just go like this. Like he doesn't stand up. He just, hey, I'm doing it. I'm not going to get up or anything, but woo. Like, come on, dude. Either don't do anything or get your ass up. I mean, come on. Half-ass a wave.
This is great iced tea.
I expect better than that.
Are there things that make you angry?
Yes, that guy's half-assed wave attempt.
I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore.
Don't you dare let me catch any of you folks giving a half-assed wave at the ballpark. It's all or nothing, folks. If you don't want to participate in a wave, I don't think that's a problem. But to just put your arms up, that's disrespectful. I'm not going to tolerate it. All right. American fast food commercials. I don't miss these too much. You got a $4 Biggie Bite, a $6 Biggie Bag from Wendy's. Folks, apparently there's a new Whopper and a new McDonald's burger, and it's some kind of big deal. Who's had them both? Anybody? I think I'm in the same boat as everybody else. When it comes to the actual hamburgers, Burger King over McDonald's. Every time. Flame broiled Whopper. But French fries, that's easily McDonald's department. I wish they could just somehow combine a restaurant with a Burger King Whopper with McDonald's fries. I'd be so happy. And so fat. All right, Clevenger. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We've got another lefty out here now. It's Matthew Boyd in relief. First pitch to Joey Ortiz is a strike. 9-1 and 2 batters due up for Mexico. And Ortiz went around on the next one. It's 0-2. The only thing about those Whoppers at Burger King, you have to... Here's a pitch up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You got to order those without any toppings on it. If you do get toppings, just pickles. Because that lettuce just turns into slime on that burger patty. There's a swing and a miss. Or was that a called strike 3? I got to admit, I'm not sure. But it's a strikeout for Boyd.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
They always put too many onions on those burgers, and they're all clumped in like one area of the sandwich. And then don't get me started on the tomatoes. Give me a Whopper just with some pickles. Maybe a little ketchup and mustard. I don't want that mayonnaise either. You ever get a burger when they slop that mayonnaise on there too much? Disgusting. I need like a ice cream scooper to get it off of there. Jaron Duran is at the plate. The count is a ball and a strike. He's 1 for 2. He's got the only hit today for Mexico. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Duran. Pickles don't mess up on a sandwich. That's why I'll order it with pickles, but I tell them to take everything else off. I don't need it. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That's upstairs. 2-2 the count on Duran. Smell like I sound. I'm lost and I'm found. This ball's hit to left. That ball's going to clear the wall and left and hit the first row or two of the Crawford boxes. It's an opposite field home run, a Crawford box special here in Houston, and Mexico get on the board. A solo home run from Jarren Duran. He puts on the sombrero and gives the Mexican fans something to cheer about. They are on the board here in the 6th. Still plenty of time left in this one. It's 5-1. Oh, that ball only gets out here. That ball only gets out here. Right kind of swing in the right kind of venue. Here is a Rosarena first pitch strike. Next one swung on and missed. 0-2. Boyd's next pitch up and away. BK burger patties have gone way downhill in recent years. Okay, I haven't. It's been a while. I mean, I've had it over here. Apparently, McDonald's uses fresh, non-frozen burger patties for the quarter pounder, but I've not tried it. I've heard that new sandwich is like $9. Forget it. How about just forget it? If that's what you're going to charge me for one fast food sandwich. $9. Forget about it. 1-2 to a Rosarena. That's chopper foul. We've got a Mexican fan in the audience. It looks like he's tripping on mushrooms. He's laughing hysterically about something. Good for him. 1-2 pitch to a Rosarena. Checks his swing. They appeal. No swing. 2-2 the count. Fast food burgers are all getting up there. It's nuts how expensive it's gotten. Yeah, well, I hear you. I hear you. You don't want to eat that garbage anyway, folks, but it would be nice if healthier options in the grocery store were affordable. Yikes. Why are we watching this slow-mo replay of Duran's home run? What's the delay here? Rosarena's still at bat with a 2-2 count, but I'm not sure why it's taking so long. Here comes the next pitch. Fouled back, still 2-2. 2 double cheeseburgers or 2 chickens, 2 for $4. Which franchise is doing that special? Here's a ground ball to second base, hit slowly and softly to Rang. A Rosarena, not busting it down the line at all. That's par for the course for Rosarena. Randy Rosarena, a bit of an enigma. I mean, he's an exciting player. He can make the game fun, but sometimes, like right there, you'll watch him just not try to get down the line. Just assume he's grounded out. I don't like it. Here is a strike to Jonathan Aranda. 2 down, nobody on. A run in for Mexico on a solo homer from Jarren Duran. Boyd's next pitch is a check swing ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a curveball that stays up and in on Aranda. Ugh, sorry. Just trying to make sure the scoreboard and everything is still operating up to date. This pitch is low. 3-1 on Aranda. Two out. The 3-1. That one is stroked into right field. A base hit. 2-out knock for Jonathan Aranda. And that'll get up Alejandro Kirk. Hey, baby. Alejandro Kirk. Is that Andy Pettit? Is that Andy Pettit? I can't tell. Looks like him. Yep, Andy Pettit is the pitching coach for Team USA. There he is. Pettit's out to talk to Matthew Boyd. There's 2 out with a runner at first base. Kirk is the batter due up. Sorry about that, sir. I guess I can tell you right now, it's a 5-1 USA lead. We're in the top of the 6th. There's 2 out with a runner at first base. Alejandro Kirk at the plate, and he takes up and in for ball 1. Boyd is on 23 pitches for the U.S. 1-0 to Kirk is fouled behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. Boyd is set. Here it comes. That ball's hit on the ground and through the hole on the right side. A base hit. A 2-out rally after a solo home run to begin the inning. With 2 down, Team Mexico has put 2 men on base. And a hit here will get them right back into the ball game. Here we go. Crowd is getting loud here at Daikin Park. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for Rowdy Tellez. They're going to get a right-hander up to face Boyd. It's Joey Meneses. Meneses batting from the right side. Mexico trying to play the matchup here. U.S. is not going to counter with a move. They're going to stick with Boyd. First and second, 2 down for Mexico. First pitch from Boyd. Swing and a miss. A slider at the bottom of the zone. Meneses has just 1 other at bat here in this tournament. He's 0 for 1. Has spent the last couple of seasons, well, 2025, I guess he didn't play, but 2022 through 2024, he was with the Nationals. This pitch is low and away. The count is a ball and a strike. Hey, baby. You cut away from the one hottie in the crowd too fast. 1-1 the count on Meneses. Here's the pitch. That's over the mound and off the glove of the second baseman Terang, rounding third and coming in to score the second run. Mexico get a 2-out base hit from the pinch hitter Joey Meneses. Aranda comes in to score. It's now 5-2. A 2-out rally for Mexico. And the tying run will now come up to the plate. That ball took a weird bounce. Bryce Terang thought he had it. Next thing you know, the ball just went off in a different direction on him. Okay, here's Nacho Alvarez. First pitch taken for a strike. A slider at the knees on the inside corner. First and second, 2 down. 5-2 United States. Mexico with 2 runs in the inning to get back into it. Looking for more. The 0-1 pitch. That's all outside. A changeup. The crowd is loud here. The 1-1, no. Boyd lifts his leg and then turns around, steps off the rubber. Alejandro Kirk is the runner at second base, so it's going to take a ball down the line or in the gap to get him in from second, even with 2 outs, you would think. Or maybe a softly hit ball. A hard hit ball right at an outfielder for a base hit could be a tough one, even with 2 down, for a guy like Kirk to score. 1-1 pitch. That is called strike 2, and that one was a little bit high, and Alvarez is shaking his head. And the manager for Mexico is barking again. Oh, my. How big will that call be? 2 strikes, 2 down. The pitch. That's a line drive. Oh, it's a short hop. Well, it's taken right off the ground by Terang. That is caught in the air right off the dirt by Terang to end the inning. Oh, I thought that ball might find a hole. The inning ends with runners left on base for Mexico, but they do get a couple of runs to make this game a game. It's 5-2 as we go now to the bottom of the 6th inning. That was a long inning for Boyd. He had to labor out there. Apparently audio feed issues with the Fox broadcast. Good. That means I can say, hey, if I screw up something, well, Fox isn't doing everything right either. And they've got billions of dollars behind their production. I've got about $30. So all things considered, I think I'm doing all right. Hey, folks, keep the likes coming if you're here and you haven't hit that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and tap it for me. Helps out the channel. We'd love to see that sub count move to 3720 before this game's over, wouldn't we, folks? You want me to tell you exactly what the number is right now? I can find out. I can look. If we're just 1 or 2 away, maybe that can convince you, one of you folks, to get us over the hump. Subscribing is free, folks, just so you know. There's no commitment, no obligation, and no salesman will visit your home. We still need about 5 to get there. On the road to 4,000. before we get to opening day for the third season here on the BirdWatcher Channel. Top of the order due up for the United States. Mexico needs another shutdown inning. There's a replay of that first Bobby Witt Jr. amazing defensive play. I want to look at this second one again. Slow it down. Watch that foot of Harper. All right, here we go. Duarte, a right-hander, on now to pitch for Mexico. And the sinker is upstairs for ball one to Witt. Daniel Duarte, 31 appearances with Cincinnati back in 2023. His last major league experience. Pitches outside, a heater at 96, 2-0 on Witt. Next offering, swing and a miss. A challenge fastball. Witt gave it a hack at 95, middle of the plate up. It was in the zone, but Duarte got it by him. 2 balls and 1 strike. Next offering is left high, 3-1. On deck is who? I forget. Bryce Harper, right? Harper and Judge to follow. 3-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. And the count goes full on Bobby Witt Jr. We are in the bottom of the 6th. 5-2 United States. 5 runs in the 3rd for Team America. 2 runs in the 6th for Team Mexico. Payoff pitch, way high for ball 4. Witt with a 3-run lead. You got to think is going to be a running rip shot on these base paths right now.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of need for Witt to run with a lineup like this. You got Harper, Judge, and Schwarber to follow. So why risk getting caught when the likelihood is one of them is going to drive you in with an extra base hit anyway? But, it's a tournament. We're supposed to have some fun. We're supposed to show off what we can do. I want to see Witt run here. It's 0-1 on Harper. And that pitch inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. I did not know Bobby Witt and Bryce Terang, the keystone combo in this Team USA infield, went back as far as they have knowing each other. They just showed some photos back, looked like when they were in high school. Two balls and 1 strike on Harper. Witt takes his lead off at first base. Here's the pitch outside. There goes Witt, and he's in there. There's your stolen base. You knew it was going to happen. You knew it needed to happen. The situation called for it. 3-run lead. You got Harper at the plate instead of Judge or Schwarber. Go ahead and get in the second base, why don't you? Harper with a count of 3-1. Witt is all caked in dirt now. 3-1 pitch, a slider swung on a miss. A big break on that slider. Witt tucking in his uniform. He looks a little disheveled out there. Payoff pitch coming to Harper. High target by the catcher. Swing and a miss, and Harper strikes out. 1 away. Harper goes down on a fastball, belt high, outer half of the plate. Aaron Judge. He's 2 for 2. Fouls off the first pitch. Long time for Duarte to get ready. Now he's set, and now he steps off the rubber. Maybe he and the catcher didn't come to an agreement on what pitch to throw next. We're back to it. The 0-1 pitch. That ball is lifted high in the air, but a can of corn in center. Oh, where is it? The cameraman was sure it was going to center field. That ball hit into shallow left center for the shortstop to make the catch. And there are 2 down. I think you got to put Schwarber on here. I would rather go after the right-handed Bregman and have a force play anywhere I want it. I'm not messing around with Schwarber here. I mean, first pitch, Schwarber goes after it, center field, and that ball is going to stay in the yard. It is run down out there for the 3rd out. So Duarte shows the courage to go after these sluggers, and he gets out of the inning with no damage. We go to the 7th inning, folks. Late inning time. Late innings. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the United States. 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors for Mexico. 7th inning coming up. Boyd is probably finished. I would expect a new pitcher to come out. 32 pitches in that 1 inning of work, giving up 2 runs. It's time for the U.S. to go to somebody else. As soon as I see a name pop up, I'll let you know. I can't imagine he's going to come out again. Nacho Alvarez is the son of a major leaguer also? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's got the junior, but I don't remember a Nacho Alvarez senior in baseball, at least at the major league level. There's a lot of other Alvarezes, but his name is Nacho Jr. I don't remember another Nacho. And folks, I don't forget nachos. Okay? If there's nachos around, I'm not going to forget. Top of the 7th we're waiting for here, folks. Next game on the channel will be tomorrow, early afternoon, 1 o'clock. As the Orioles will be playing, good God, I've forgotten again, the Houston Astros. The team that plays in the ballpark with the game we're watching right now. Top of the 7th inning. Uh-oh. For the first time tonight, my game is frozen a little bit. It's buffering. Okay, it's jumped back. Nick Gonzalez is at the plate. Matthew Boyd continues to pitch. Okay. BW got this one wrong. They're going to continue with Boyd. First pitch is ball 1. And once again, I'm having some buffering issues. I apologize. Next pitch is a strike. It's 1-1 on Nick Gonzalez. And I am fighting my internet right now 2-1 the count now on Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. Ugh, it's frozen again. Stopping and starting. Looks like Gonzalez has just flied out to right field for the first out here in the top of the 7th, folks. Sorry for the non-call there. Hoping my stream hangs in here. Couple innings left to go. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The batter here is Alek Thomas. Swing and a miss. Oh and 1 on Thomas, who's 0 for 2. That pitch is low from Boyd, a slider. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Okay, I think I'm caught up again. One and 2 the count on Alek Thomas. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 7th. The U.S. up 5-2 on Mexico. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A curveball. And Boyd is rather happy with that result. 2 down in the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, Joey Ortiz is up. He's 0 for 2. He looks at a slider for a strike. Ortiz did get on base with an error earlier in the game. That pitch caught the corner knee-high on the outside edge, but the umpire missed it.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
1-1 the count on Ortiz. Come on, stream. Make it 1-2. 43 pitches now from Boyd in relief. The 1-2 pitch. That's fouled off to the right. And we'll do it again. One ball, 2 strikes. And what was that? Boyd adjusting his belt with something. Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Look at that awful Capital One credit card patch on the sleeve. That is so tacky. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Reach for and slapped into right, but it's going to hang up for Judge for the final out. That ball was 4 or 5 inches above the zone. But Ortiz got a piece of it and took it the other way. It looked like a good chance for a hit, but it hung up in the air long enough for Judge to make the catch, hit right at him. Folks, we have reached the 7th inning stretch here in Houston, Texas. The home team is Team America, so that means it's time to put some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
It was about time I practiced it a little bit.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
That wasn't a 100% cakes on the griddle call out, but I'm warming up to it.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, get up and stretch. I need to. My back is about to collapse. So I'm going to step aside for a minute. And I'll rejoin you here momentarily. Folks, hit that like button, subscribe.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Monday the Monster...
Where's you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done. Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
We are going to the bottom of the 7th inning. The U.S. ahead of Mexico 5-2. The winner of this game will be in pole position to win the pool, take top seed into the knockout stage, although Italy still has something to say. They have yet to lose. The U.S. will take on Italy tomorrow. Alex Bregman will lead it off. Gerardo Reyes is on the pitch for Mexico. Reyes, a right-hander. Bregman is 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch of the inning is just a bit high. That looked like it might have scraped the top of the zone, but it's called a ball. Bregman, no stranger to this venue with all the years he played for the Astros. Another pitch again. That should be 0-2 on Bregman. Instead, it's 2-0. This one is lined right to third base. Alvarez goes to one knee to make the catch. One down. Bregman hit it hard. Here comes the big dumper. Cal Raleigh. He takes high for ball one. One out, nobody on. Raleigh is 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch from Reyes. That one is drilled. If it's fair, it's trouble. That ball is... Is that off the pole? Is that snuck out of here? It's a foul ball. Oh, my. That ball was hugging the line in the corner. Was it deep enough? Would it stay fair? It was very, very close. It just went foul, and it bounced off the base of the wall about 1 foot from the foul pole. Maybe 2 feet. Probably 2 feet. Probably. The count is 1-1 on Raleigh. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He had a healthy cut there. One ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, probably. Next pitch is fisted foul. Still 1-2 on Raleigh. Boy, who's this guy in the Mexican dugout? He's got some serious ears. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Reyes gets a 96-mile-an-hour heater past Raleigh for the second out. A punch out, 2 down. for Roman Anthony. Anthony with the biggest swing of the night for Team US, a 3-run homer. He's 1 for 2. He looks at strike 1. I think he has a walk as well, right? Yep. Got a walk thrown in there. Is that a black eye underneath the left eye of the pitcher, Reyes? I just got to look at his face. It's not eye black. It's not under both eyes. It looks like he's got a shiner. 1-1 the count on Anthony. Pitch. That hits the corner at the knees on the outside for strike 2. A good pitch there from Reyes. 2 outs, 2 strikes on Roman Anthony. The bases are empty here in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Fouled back. We have a luchador in the crowd. That can't be comfortable. That cannot be comfortable. Just all sweating under that thing. Ugh. 1-2 the count on Anthony. The pitch. That's high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. And on the ground, foul on the first base side. Nacho Libre trying to get the section around him to make some noise, but doesn't appear to be working right now. Two and 2 on Anthony, 2 down, nobody on. Reyes. That's a line drive off the glove of the second baseman. My goodness, it'll go into right field. That's an E4 all the way. What happened there? I mean, a line drive, but there have been many balls hit harder than this tonight that were handled. I mean, that was not chest high. He had to crouch, but wow, the second baseman, how do you miss that ball? So a runner on with 2 out. That's the first error of the day. Charge to Nick Gonzalez at second base. Byron Buxton up. He's 0 for 2. And that pitch on the outside edge for strike 1 to Buxton. Anthony takes a small lead off first. Pitch low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a wave going on in the Charm City chat right now, folks. This is a first for the channel, I think. I've never seen a Charm City chat wave. I only think it works if more than one person does what Phantom did. You want to get a wave going, folks? Pitch to Buxton is low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Catch the wave, folks. Coke. Coke is it. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Buxton. Wow, he committed on a pitch. Letter high. Looked like he wanted to hit it about 800 feet. Came up with air. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Phantom tried to get a wave going. It was a valiant effort, sir. 2-2 on Buxton. 2 down. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Full count. Anthony will get a head start on the next pitch from first base. Payoff pitch from Reyes. Here it is. Up and in, but Buxton swung at it and missed. Down he goes. The U.S. has only scored in one frame in this ball game, but it's looking like it might be enough. There's only 2 innings left in this one. It's 5-2, United States over Mexico. And I'm starting to get cotton mouth. My mouth is dry. Let me take a look at the full schedule for the channel here. I'm going to make a call now. I have to. I got to make up my mind about Italy. I'm going to my own community page to look at the schedule I posted there and see what I'm up against. Let's see here. So the following day, I mean, the thing is, if I do call the Italy game, the following day, actually the following 2 days, there is no American game. And on the 12th of March, which is what, 3 days from now, the Orioles also have off, so I would have a full day off. So if I can just power through that second game tomorrow, I do have only one game to call between then and the 13th. I could do it, I guess. Ugh. Is Italy not playing tonight? So they need to play 2 more games, right? They still need to play Mexico too. So when is that game? If we're playing Italy tomorrow, I guess it has to be Mexico versus Italy on, what is it, Wednesday? And again, if we win this, I mean, we have to beat Italy tomorrow. Right, so it's still Monday where you guys are, right? So tomorrow they're off. And they go head-to-head on Wednesday while we sit and wait, having finished up against Italy tomorrow. Jaron Duran is leading it off for Mexico. Boyd is out here still. Well, and Duran launches one. If it's fair, it's gone. That ball is gone. Jaron Duran hits his second home run of the night and gets Mexico a little closer. A solo home run, his third of the tournament. It's now 5-3. And Matthew Boyd, I don't know what the thinking is here. I mean, this is the toughest opponent you have in this pool. You've got a lot of arms to choose from. You've got a lot of ways to play matchups. They leave Boyd out here, coming up on 50 pitches. And he gives up a leadoff home run here to Duran. And they are not taking him out yet. Here comes Arozarena. Crowd coming back to life here. Arozarena with a big swing and a miss. 0-1. Griffin Jacks is up in the U.S. bullpen, right-handed reliever. Oh, 1 pitch. That is going to be chopped foul. Jaron Duran, that mullet looks really nice when you got a 2 home run night. 0-2 pitch. Oh, Rosarena, did he go? No, he held up. I thought he was done for. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Boyd now over 50 pitches. I mean, he's only allowed 14 more, for God's sakes. With 1 second left on the clock, here comes the pitch. That one's high. Count runs full. Other than a little area right behind the plate where I'm sure the seats are crazy expensive, this place is still packed to the rafters. That ball hits a Rosarena. Oh, my. Are the U.S. going to regret leaving Matthew Boyd in this game for as long as they have? That's going to bring the tying run to the plate for Mexico with nobody out. How long are you going to stick with this guy? You've got so many options. Here comes Pettit. What are we doing here? That one off the elbow protector, it looked like, of Rosarena. Just above the elbow. Pettit is out to pat Boyd on the back. I guess give Jax a little more time to get loose, but how much more do you want from this guy? What are we doing here, America? Boyd's going to hang in there for another batter. It's the left-handed Jonathan Aranda. What are we doing here? Mark DeRosa, what's the idea, buddy? Here we go. First pitch is in there for a strike. That was a pretty flat-looking slider from Boyd. Aranda was not offering on the first pitch, though. It's 0-1. Nobody out. The tying run at the plate for Mexico in the 8th. The 0-1. Swung on. Grounded foul. It's 0-2. Now Aranda's going to have to protect and wait for a mistake from Boyd. Boyd, however, 10 pitches left till 65. This is probably his last batter. No balls, 2 strikes. Aranda, just as Boyd was setting, asks for time. Back in the box. The count is no balls and 2 strikes. Boyd is set and now throws to first. A little sidearm delivery to first base. Rosarena did not have a big lead. He's back standing. Harper playing slightly off the bag at first. Just far enough to receive a throw if one comes his way, but wants to be in a fielding position as well. Here's a swing and a miss. There's the first out of the inning. A slider breaking away from the lefty batter, Aranda, and down he goes. Here comes DeRosa, and that'll do it for Boyd. All right. Looks like Griffin Jax will be coming out here With 2 outs left to go here in the 8th inning. The U.S. ahead 5-3. Folks, I'll be right back. I am running out of stamina here. It's the second game called today. And I'm supposed to call 2 more tomorrow. I got to get up and walk around. Be right back, folks. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Griffin Jacks, 73 games combined last season between the Twins and the Rays, is on in relief. 1 out, 1 on for Mexico. First pitch is low, maybe outside for ball 1 to Alejandro Kirk. Kirk 1 for 3. Next pitch is again low and outside. 2-0. Two and 0 the count. Up and away, 3-0. Jax has come in and missed the strike zone here. 3 straight pitches. The 3-0, taken all the way right down the middle for a strike. Three-one pitch. On the outside corner, Kirk took 1 step toward first. Come on back, sir. The count has gone full. Would Mexico consider starting the runner at first? There's only 1 out in the inning. A Rosarena, though. Good speed over there. It's really not about him when it comes to avoiding a double play. It's Kirk on the back end running down first base. Here's a ground ball, and that's a double play ball if there ever was one. 6-4-3. See you later. Alejandro Kirk grounds into a twin killing to end the inning. Wow. Was the runner not off on that pitch? Whoops. Oh, Jersey Mike's. Okay, now that looks good. enough with the lady. Show me that sandwich. Show me that sandwich. They spent way too much time not focusing on the sandwich. There you go. Look at that. I'm in the mood for a sandwich. Barrel, 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 barrel. Barrel, 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 barrel. John, you feeling a little restless out there tonight? John's ready to riot. The Zoot Suit riot. You'll win anyway. Chilo, I know your attitude, Chilo. You always just assume a result too early. All the time. You'll win anyway. What kind of attitude is that in a 2-run ball game? Come on. The U.S. has scored in 1 inning in this game. 1 inning. They put some offense on the board. Come on, bro. Doth assume too much. Always assuming. And assuming the worst, might I add. That is the Chilo way. Chilo is in mid-season form, folks. Hey, there's Gunner. Gunner seems to be laughing it up with some fellow USA teammates. Good to see him in good spirits, despite not participating yet in the ball game. Here's Bryce Terang to lead off here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch up and in. Garcia, a lefty on the pitch now for Mexico. They have basically gone 1 pitcher per inning since, what, the 3rd? Actually, the 3rd inning, they need 2 pitchers to get through that 5-run inning. And yeah, they used 1 inning in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and a new guy out here for the 8th. Oh, this is Rico Garcia? Oh, this isn't our Garcia. We have a Rico Garcia, don't we? Rico Suave? I thought he was a righty. Who's this? This isn't our guy. I think Gunner will play against Italy. I don't know how you can keep him out of the lineup for 2 straight games after giving him 1 start and getting 4 hits. I would bet he's going to be in the lineup tomorrow. Pitch to Terang is inside. The count has gone full. Rico. Oh, Robert Garcia. My bad. This is fouled away. The count is still full. We have Rico. Vale, valera. Suave. Vale, valera. Rico. All right, Robert Garcia with a count of 3-2. Terang, a tapper back to Garcia. He's going to run halfway to first. Underhand flip for the out. 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. The Americans are up by 2, and this is their last chance to add on before the 9th inning. 2 outs to play with here. Back to the top of the order for Bobby Witt Jr. He goes after the first pitch, hits it in the air down the right field foul line. It's going to slice into the stands. So the next 2 days, U.S. plays Italy tomorrow. Mexico plays Italy the day after. You expect them both to beat Italy and to both advance. But with the U.S. ahead in this one, if they hold on, you have to think it's going to work out where they finish top seed and Mexico the second seed. But nothing is for certain. They still have to go out and beat Italy, both of these teams. But I would think they're both going to get the job done. It's 0-2 on Witt Jr. The pitch outside. Of course, I guess there'll be more pressure to win on Mexico. They have to beat Italy. It would be a stunning upset if they lost and got knocked out. Here's a line drive into left center field, a base hit into the gap, and Witt's going to show off the speed here. That is a single for 95% of batters in baseball, but Bobby Witt Jr., that speed of his, he was thinking two all the way. And he works out a hustle double here, leading off, with one out. Wait a minute. Terang made the first out? Okay, with one out here in the bottom of the eighth. B. Witt at second base. Bryce Harper is up. 1 hit and 4 plate appearances tonight. And Harper fouls it away. Rico. Harper wants to see baseball in the Olympics. What do you guys think? I mean, if the Olympics are in the summertime, you can't really have your best players in that competition. Only the amateurs or guys that work out some kind of deal to go over there, but nobody's going to let their star players go in the middle of a regular season to play in the Olympics, right? That's a called strike 3. Harper's down looking. 2 away here in the bottom of the eighth. That'll get Judge up to the plate one more time tonight. Oh, I guess it was a check swing, strike 3. Did I say he swung and missed? There's a righty up in the pen. That didn't look like Mason Miller. Who was that? They're going to put Judge on for free here. And with the lefty on the mound, they are going to go after Schwarber. First and second, 2 down after the intentional walk to Judge. Schwarber comes up. Got a single and a walk. 1 for 3, a run scored. Hitting .455 so far in the tournament. Oh, you don't like the breakdancing competition? You don't like the Aussie lady with the kangaroo moves? First and second, 2 down for Kyle Schwarber. First pitch is a strike. And the next pitch is fouled straight back to the screen, 0-2. Two on, 2 out, 2 strikes on Schwarber. And the U.S. lead by 2. The 0-2 from Garcia, low and away with a changeup. We are hitting the 3-hour mark of this ball game here. Wow. Tonight, the U.S. with runners in scoring position are just 1 for 10. Here's a ground ball to second. That should end the inning. Over to first. Schwarber is retired. Folks, we go to the 9th. It's not over. A bloop and a blast is what Mexico needs It's a 2-run lead for the U.S. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Mexico. Meneses, who came in to pinch hit in the DH spot for Rowdy Tellez. He's due up to hit first. Nacho Alvarez Jr. and Nick Gonzalez due up after. We might see a pinch hitter or two. We head to the 9th, folks. It's a 2-run ball game. All right, we're running out of time. We need the folks out there watching to make sure everybody's chipped in and hit that like button. It does help this channel grow, and I'm going to ask the Charm City chat one more time for your help. If you were to say something positive about subscribing to the channel, for those watching right now that are not subscribed, maybe checking things out for the first time, I don't think I can convince these people that it's a good channel, that I call a good ball game, that we have fun here. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. What do you think? Should people subscribe? I hope you think so, or else this is going to get very embarrassing. Oh no, what is this commercial? These commercials. Just find a famous actor and stick him in a commercial with no jokes. And I guess we should laugh. I don't know. Hey, they got wet again. That fountain got them wet. Yes, sir. I am running low on energy. That is true. But, folks, regular season, you won't find a more passionate play-by-play man on YouTube. I'm telling you right now. You might find a more professional one. You might find one with more experience. More passion? No. N-O. Garrett Whitlock. Garrett Whitlock is going to try to close the door for U.S.
Close the door. Close the door.
Joey Meneses will stay in and hit here, righty on righty. It's the DH spot. If they had a lefty they wanted to go to, they could have. Meneses fouls the first pitch off, late on a sinker. 0-1 the count. One base runner to make it interesting. Mexico down by 2. This pitch is taken all the way, and it's right down the middle for strike 2. Well, I don't know what Meneses is waiting for there. Right down Broadway for strike 2. This pitch is hit on the ground, down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Scooped out of the corner by Judge. It's going to be a long single for Meneses, but there you go. One batter, and just like that, the tying run coming to the plate for Mexico with nobody out. Folks, don't go anywhere. Meneses coming through. Pinch hitting for one hit and then leading off the 9th with another. 2 for 2 since coming into the ball game. Here is Nick Gonzalez. No, it's a pinch hitter, Alejandro Osuna. A left-handed batter pinch hitting here for... pinch hitting for Nacho Alvarez. Nick Gonzalez is on deck. My apologies. So Osuna, the left-handed bat, 0 for 2 so far in the tournament. He's got a count of 0-1. The pitch popped up. Third base side. Long look, long run for Bregman. He's out of room. Osuna with a count of 0-2. We're out of nachos. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Whitlock, 96, top of the zone. That's the first out here in the ninth.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Now it's Nick Gonzalez's turn, but he will be lifted for a pinch hitter. Orioles, another lefty bat coming off the bench for Mexico, representing the tying run. Orioles has one at bat in this tournament, and he hit a home run. First pitch is fouled off, a slider from Whitlock. Julian Orioles played in the Mexican League in 2025. A chance to be a hero right here. Pitch. Swing and a miss. A changeup that dropped off the table. The count 0-2. Runner at first, one out in the top of the ninth. The U.S. lead at 5-3. 0-2 pitch, laid off. Low for ball one. Alec Thomas, another lefty batter, is on deck. He will come up unless Mexico ends it with a double play ball. 1-2 pitch, low and in, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes on Orioles. The pitch. That's fouled straight back. Oh, he just missed it. He just missed it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nervous times at the ballpark. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, Orioles chased a bad one. Low and in. Unhittable. Down he goes. 1 out left.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I don't think there's a pinch hitter for Thomas. He's already a lefty bat. He is 0 for 3 tonight. Last chance saloon for Team Mexico. Here's the pitch. Taken low for ball one. Alec Thomas. Can he extend the ball game? The pitch. Swing and a miss. Back to the changeup from Whitlock. And it is moving. It is dancing up there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A changeup again. It's not fair. I don't know why Whitlock would try another pitch. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 more strike to end the ball game and a win for the United States. Crowd is up on their feet as Thomas asks for time. Fans rooting for both teams on their feet. The pitch. That one, did it hit him? I guess not. Looks like on fielder's indifference or catcher's indifference, so the the runner at first will take second base on that pitch. So no force play now at second. The count is 2-2 on Thomas. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, backhanded at second base, throw to first in time. And the United States hang on. They defeat Mexico head-to-head and remain undefeated in the pool and have this pool all but wrapped up as the top dog. They win this one with 5 runs in the 3rd inning, the only inning they scored. They left a lot of men on base. They were terrible with runners in scoring position tonight, but 2 home runs A 2-run homer by Aaron Judge, a 3-run shot by Roman Anthony, all off the same pitcher, Cruz, who, before that happened, had taken a line drive off of his ankle. And you just got to wonder, how much did that have to do with his effectiveness and the outcome of this ball game? Mexico, after falling behind 5-0, did come back with 3 runs, 2 with home runs from Jaron Duran, couple of solo shots, Meneses with an RBI pinch hit as well. But and Matthew Boyd was asked to go 2 1/3 innings. He threw 56 pitches, gave up all the runs that Mexico would score in this one on 5 hits in those 2 1/3 innings. He did not look sharp. They left him in there. They got away with it. Garrett Whitlock will get the save. I guess Skenes should get the win here, despite only going the 4 innings. But, yeah, that'll do it. It's the first loss for Mexico, but as long as they take care of business against Italy, they will still make it through to the knockout stage. Yeah. Our result against Italy tomorrow is, not a do-or-die situation. I think we're in now one way or the other. It's just a matter of wrapping up that top seed, because if we don't win, Italy has to get the top seed, right? They will have been the only undefeated team. Oh, wait, they lose to Mexico. They beat us, then they lose to Mexico. We both have 1 loss, and then it comes down to the fact that they beat us head-to-head. So, yeah, there is still a reason to beat these Italians tomorrow night. So, once again, your final score, 5-3 United States. And, yeah, we had a lot of stuff happen in this one. Some memorable stuff, but I'm exhausted. I need to sign off here rather quickly. Gonna come back for a early afternoon game for the Orioles tomorrow. They're playing the Astros, and that game against Italy tomorrow. Damn it! If it's a meaningful game, and if Gunnar Henderson is likely to start. Gosh, I don't know. Folks, do me a favor, all right? Just check in and see whether or not I'm calling Italy. If I don't, I apologize in advance. I'm giving you fair warning. I want to call it. I just don't want to do it. Does that make any sense? All right. All right, folks. Let me see if anybody's 9 p.m. for that game. Let me check. Let me check for you. Gee, where do I find that? Oh, boy. Where are the results? Give me a minute, folks, to confirm tomorrow night's start time. I'm over here, and we just had that time change, so I just want to double check because of the spring forward thing this past weekend. It is 9 p.m. Eastern. Yes, 9 p.m. 9 times. All right, you know what? That would mean I get an extra hour between the games to rest. Okay, I guess that's the final deciding factor. If I'm going to be given an extra hour And then I was given today. And then a little break after that. Okay, I'll call the frickin' game, okay? Come back tomorrow night and tomorrow afternoon. I can't stop. We did not get the 3720. We did not see that subscribe odometer tick over one time tonight, folks. What do we got to do? I'm telling you, I need everybody's pitching in. If you want this channel to survive, don't take it for granted, okay? I'm just letting you know. When I bring up the topic of, hey, folks, how about we let these people know? Please help me out when that call goes out to you. I'm not saying nobody did that tonight, but we just got to be a little more enthusiastic about it. The more people that say something, the better. I'm telling you, folks, I know how it works. I know. It's like, when you go on your app to order food, like from, what's your food app out there? I don't know, but you look at the reviews, you check how many stars, you want to see how many people are going to say, hey, I like the food here. Doesn't matter what the restaurant tells you. You want to know what other people think, right? So that's all I'm saying. We got to band together and convince these folks on a game-by-game basis, all right? I need that energy from you people. DoorDash, thank you. We have Grab over here. Yeah, so you know what I mean. You go order something from DoorDash. What are you more worried about? What the restaurant says or what the people who order the food say? To make up your mind whether or not you want to give a new restaurant a chance. I always want to know what the people think. So that's the reasoning, folks. You hear me? You feel me? You believe in me? I need you to.
Do you believe in me?
Come on, folks. We're building a cult here. All right. That's going to do it for me tonight. Once again, the U.S. win this one 5-3. 3-0 in the pool stage and set to take the top seed into the knockout stage here in the World Baseball Classic. Let me see if anybody is streaming right now, and I'll send you over there. If not, I will sign off straight. Checking. No. Nothing. Nada. Squadoosh. All right, we're going to sign off. That's it. Word of mouth. You bet your butt, folks. Word of mouth, man. We're a community. We're trying to take on the corporate giants out there, folks. Real fans, grassroots, bare bones, do it yourself. You feel me, folks? I can't do it alone. I'm doing everything that I can that one person can do. But I can't just wave a wand and make this channel succeed. Everybody's got to pitch in. And it doesn't take a wallet to do it. Just a little, hey, have you seen this channel? Or a like? Or anything like that. It helps. I don't want to browbeat you guys with this stuff. If I talk about it anymore, then I'm just going to sound like I'm oppressing you. That's not the case. You guys are great. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here, folks. Nowhere to send you, so come on back tomorrow afternoon, 12:50 p.m. Eastern, Orioles versus Astros. First pitch just after 1 o'clock. Come on back. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher. Have a good night, folks. I'll chirp at you later. Take care, everybody.